Effective time management tips for entrepreneurs. 1. Do a time audit. To better spend your time, start by understanding where your time is spent. There are great time management apps out there to track time, but in all honesty, I prefer to keep it lightweight. Mark Andreessen's notecard system has always worked for me. On a simple 3x5 notecard, keep track of your main to-dos for the day. On the back of the card, you're supposed to write things you got done that you didn't initially plan to get done the night before. The workday always likes to sneak in plenty of extras. By looking at your 3x5 card at the end of the day, you'll see what you prioritized, and if you got it done, and what work was added to your plate. Extra work is fine, but if you're not clearing off your main tasks day after day, something is wrong. 2. Create a daily schedule. For me, if it doesn't get scheduled, it doesn't get done. So scheduling every hour of my workday is critical to staying focused and productive. Even free time to pursue side interests is put on the calendar. If it doesn't get scheduled, it doesn't get done. I accomplish goals by breaking them down into very small projects that I can achieve on a daily basis. Each step should take no longer than 1 hour per day to accomplish. If I find it's going to take longer than an hour to do that step, I haven't broken it down enough. Even if I finish that day's steps early, I keep myself from doing the next step. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but doing so keeps me from getting burned out, and I'm more motivated for the next day's hour of work. This strategy also keeps me from getting a step half done, which doesn't feel as good as getting everything done that was planned for that day. Managing my time means planning it in advance. The last 30 minutes of my day is always set aside to schedule the following workday. 3. Prioritize and delegate. Know your personal and professional priorities and plan your priorities in your calendar. Everything else needs to fit around them or be dropped. Prioritizing schedule. Get a great assistant you can delegate scheduling and other routine activities to. This person can be one of your biggest productivity boosters and stress reducers. 4. Group related tasks together. Rather than starting at the top of your list and working your way down, take a few minutes and review the entire list. Then batch similar tasks together. You may have categories like phone calls, finances, networking, paperwork, or creative activities. Task grouping. By grouping, or batching, activities together that are similar in nature, your brain does not have to jump from one type of thinking to another. The transitions become smoother. You gain momentum as you perform related tasks, and in some instances actually speed up. 5. Try not to multitask. These days, it seems like all of us have less time than we'd like to accomplish the things we want to do. The internet and social media have sped up how you stay in contact with people, and how you communicate with your customers. It has also caused all of us to create some bad habits, one of which is multitasking. Multitasking. According to research done by the American Psychological Association, multitasking doesn't save you time. In fact, it clogs up your workflow, increases your stress levels, and ends up hindering your overall functionality. Stanford's study reports that multitasking even affects your long-term and short-term memory. Chronic everyday multitasking actually affects your ability to hold and use information in your mind and your ability to retrieve information. Neuroscientist Daniel Levitin says, all that switching across tasks comes with a neurobiological cost. It depletes resources, so after an hour or two of attempting to multitask, if we find that we're tired and can't focus, it's because those very neurochemicals we needed to focus are now gone. 6. Set time limits for tasks. Now take that project or that work product and break it down into smaller sub-tasks and set up some time tracking, or time block how long it will take to do each of those tasks, even if they're 5 minutes apiece. So actually scope out what you want to accomplish very, very clearly so that you know when you're actually done, when you're successful, and you can check that off the list and get that hit of dopamine that will keep you energized, motivated, and happy to continue doing work. 7. Take breaks regularly. Taking breaks makes you more productive. In fact, William S. Helton, a professor of human factors and applied cognition at George Mason University, showed that short breaks can improve attention. If you want to continue to work at optimum levels, Keep this time management tool in your toolbox and make sure to make it a priority. 8. Eliminate distractions. How you manage your time is only relevant to the extent that you also control your attention on the task at hand. This is because if you allocate time to a task, but spend that time switching among several different tasks, the end result will likely be different than what you intended. Controlling your attention means effectively managing internal and external distractions, and single tasking for higher quality work done faster. 9. Stay organized. Organization doesn't just mean physically keeping your space organized, it also means staying mentally organized. Unlike tip 4, staying mentally organized is not about grouping similar tasks, it's about prioritizing the things you need to do. So set goals for your day and try organizing the tasks you have into groupings like daily tasks, the tasks you know you have to complete every day, like tracking your time, checking your email, signing into a company Slack session, etc. Urgent tasks, the tasks that are time sensitive and require your immediate attention. Important tasks, the tasks that are important, but don't necessarily have a due date. A lot of ongoing projects would fit into this category. 10. Pace yourself. As an entrepreneur, you're in overperformance mode a lot of time because you're all in. Pace yourself. There will be time. You'll need the time, energy, and attention though, and when you go full throttle right out of the gate, you'll exhaust yourself.